Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel for today's 1917 Boston Red Sox replay of their game of April 14th, 1917. Beatles eternally checks in. Thank you, Beatles, for stopping by. You're the first one to check in the ballpark, and that's going to be appropriate because today we're going to do a Beatles eternally reading out of the Biographical Encyclopedia of Baseball, and we're going to fill you in on that a little later. But before we get started, just an overview. Today is the third game of the three-game opening series of the Red Sox at the Yankees from the Polo Grounds in New York. The teams have split the first two games, and this is the rubber match. And also, before we get going, I'd want to, for anyone who's just checking into this 1917 dead ball replay, I want to review slightly what the situation was at the time. And SABR, Society for American Baseball Research, has published this information about the 1917 Boston Red Sox, and I'm just going to read a little of this as background, and this will be the one and only time I'll do it for this series of broadcasts for the 1917 season. So to fill you in as to where we all are, here's the article. The Red Sox were coming off back-to-back world championships in 1915 and 16. From 1910 through 1916, the American League pennant had either been won by Philadelphia or Boston, no one else. Early in January 1917, and after several entreaties, whatever that word means, that he stay, manager Bill Kerrigan reaffirmed his earlier announcement that he would not be back as manager of the Boston Red Sox. President Harry Frazee, who's known for trading Babe Ruth, of course, who purchased the team right after the 1916 World Series, had earlier traveled to Lewiston, Maine, to try to sign the popular Kerrigan for another season, but it was not to be. Tim Murnane of the Boston Globe noted that second baseman Jack Barry and right fielder Harry Hooper had been mentioned as possible skippers, but added that Frazee probably hadn't given the matter much thought, so determined he had to re-sign Kerrigan. Renowned sports writer Grantland Rice said Boston would be as hard to beat in 1917 as they were in 15 and 16. He foresaw another Giants-Red Sox World Series reprising the classic from 1912. However, on January 4th, Kerrigan traveled to Maine to try to sign Kerrigan, and he was turned down. So on the 5th of January, Frazee signed Jack Barry to manage and continue to be the team's second baseman. Barry says, as he accepted the job, I know that no cleaner living, more loyal fellows ever put on spikes, and I am sure I will have hearty support from every man on the Red Sox team. They sure talked differently back in 1917 than they do today. The Red Sox planned to bring pretty much the same team that had won in 1916 back in 1915, and that was a good thing. The only difference was that in February of 1917, pitcher Smokey Joe Wood was traded to the Cleveland Indians, and he was a big part of those early Red Sox victories. Anyway, the only thing that I thought was funny about this was anticipating United States entry into World War I. Frazee said he would have his players drill for a full hour each day starting in spring training. So not only were the Red Sox practicing baseball, they were getting ready for the United States entry into World War I. Well, that's somewhat of where we stand and where the game's going to start from. Jack Barry will be the player of the game that we will, before the fifth inning, stop and give you the information about his career from the Biographical Encyclopedia. Once again, courtesy of Beatles Eternally, who started this practice last season, and I've enjoyed the ability to be able to continue it in my dead ball broadcasts. Okay, let's go down to the field and get this game started. Here we are at the Polo Grounds. I have made all the adjustments to the screen and to the audio and video that I hadn't made when I played my first game a couple of days ago, which was the first time I'd ever played out of the Park 25. So there were a few changes I had to make. I made those adjustments between games 1 and 3, and hopefully this presentation will work a little smoother. The Red Sox lineup here in the top of the first: Harry Hooper in right field batting first, Jack Berry, the manager, batting second and playing second base, Gaynor, the first baseman, batting third, Duffy Lewis in left field batting fourth, Walker in center field batting fifth, Larry Gardner at third batting sixth, Everett Scott at shortstop seventh, Hick Cady, the catcher, batting eighth, and Herb Pennock on the mound for the Red Sox. In left field, high and left, McGee in center, Gil Hooley in right. In the infield, left to right, we have Baker, Peckinpah, Maisel, and Wally Pipp. The catcher is hidden behind this, and it's Nunemaker, as usual. Pitching for the Yankees, George McGridge. This is his first start of the year in game number 3. And here's the first pitch of today's game. It's a pop-up to the infield. Third baseman puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Jack Berry, the second baseman and manager, it's 2 for 7 in the first 2 games of the season. Here's Mogridge's pitch. Ground ball back to the mound. That's picked up by the pitcher to first for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Batting third, Del Gaynor, who is his first game of the season. The windup. And there's a grounder to third. Easy play over to first base. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox in the top of the first. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. Here we go. The batting order for the Yankees: Gil Hooley in right batting first, high and left batting second, Maisel at second base batting third, Wally Pipp at first batting fourth, batting fifth, Frank Baker at third, McGee in center field batting sixth, Peckinpah batting seventh at short, Nunemaker catching batting eighth, and the pitcher Mogridge batting ninth. For the Red Sox, the usual Duffy Lewis in left, Walker is in center, Hooper in right, the Hall of Famer, Gardner, Scott, Barry, Gaynor left to right in the infield, Cady catching, Pennock pitching. It's his first game of the year, and here's the pitch. And he walks him. 3-2 count, and he lost him on the 6th pitch. Runner on first base. Nobody out for Hugh High, who's batting 200 in the season so far. And in dead ball fashion, there's the sacrifice bunt. Runner goes to second. Gil Hooley's on second. 1 down. Fritz Maisel, 1 for 7 in the first 2 games. His Pennock's delivery. Grounded to short. That ball is going to be close, and he's got him at first. 2 down. If you're scoring at home, that's 6-3. Pennock to face Wally Pipp. Pipp 2 for 7. Here's the pitch. He swings and hits a ball to first base, taken to the bag by Gaynor, unassisted. As we go to the top of the second, there's no score. Lewis, Walker, and Gardner to face Mogridge here in the top of the second inning. Here's the pitch. And there's a fly ball deep in the right center field. That's going to get down. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. And we've got a double to lead off the top of the second inning as Duffy Lewis doubles. Lewis on second base in scoring position for Tilly Walker, 1 for 8 on the young season. What do you think? We got a dead ball bunt coming? Let's find out. We don't. He swings away, but it's like a bunt. Right back to the mound. The pitcher's going to throw to first, but he's going to get him by a half a step. Score that 1-3. Runner goes to third. 90 feet from home plate is the Red Sox first run as Larry Gardner, 1 for 8 on the young season, steps into the batter's box. Here's the pitch. There's a bunt. There's a suicide squeeze. He's safe. They try to get the batter at home. Lewis scores. Gardner's safe at first, and that worked out successfully. That is the definition of small ball. Today's weather. Whoops, wrong one. We want to get rid of that. We'll get that. Today's weather, the sky is clear. Temperature 49 degrees. Wind is in from left field at 11 miles per hour. Everett Scott up, runner on first. Another bunt. And that runner's going to go to second. And you are watching dead ball at its finest. Move the runner over. He's in scoring position. Hick Katie's first start this year behind the plate. Runner on second. Mogridge delivers. And there's a ground ball back to the mound. Over to first. That retires the sides. The Red Sox got 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Red Sox lead 1-0. Here in the second inning, Baker, McGee, and Peckinpah to face Herb Pennock. Pennock gets the sign, and he delivers. And there's a pop-up to the infield. Barry's under it, and he puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Lee McGee, 1 for 4 on the season. Here's the pitch by Pennock. He hits a fly ball into center field. Walker is under it, puts it away for the out. 2 down, bottom of the second. And Peckinpah 1 for 7 in the series so far. Here's Pennock's pitch. And he swings and misses. Strike 3. It's the end of the home half of the second. Nothing across from New York. The Red Sox are still leading 1-0. Dwayne Martz comes in. Hi, Dwayne. Thank you for stopping by. Your visit is greatly appreciated. Everybody pay attention. If you're listening, Dwayne Martz has got a great series going with his APA Master Game on his YouTube channel. Don't forget to check in. And Dwayne Martz also does a great broadcast of NASCAR racing, and that's one I highly recommend people check on. Red, White, and Blue Racing from Play Games. He does a great job broadcasting that. Thanks, Dwayne. Here we go at the top of the third. We have the pitcher followed by Hooper and Barry at the top of the order. Mogridge delivers to Pennock. There it is. It's a ground ball to short. Over to first for the out. 1 down here in the top of the third. Score 1-0 Red Sox. Hooper 0 for 1 today. Here's the pitch. And he's going to walk him on 4 pitches. Red Sox have a runner on first, 1 away. Jack Berry's up 2 for 8 for the season, 0 for 1 on the day. What's he going to do with a runner on first? And the throw is going to be first. They pick him off first base, and there you go. Hooper fell asleep. was picked off with the throw, and now Barry's going to hit away because he was probably going to bunt. Here's the delivery. Fly ball, shallow right field. Second baseman backing up, puts it away for the out. Sides retired. And the end of 2.5, 1-0 Boston. As we go to the bottom of the third, Nunamaker, the pitcher, Mogridge, and then the top of the order, Guhuli to face Pennock. Pennock has the sign and the delivery. Ground ball to shortstop. Over to Gaynor at first. 1 up, 1 down. Mogridge stepping into the batter's box on the left-hand side. Pennock, a left-handed pitcher. Here's the delivery, and he's going to hit a ground ball to second. Barry up with it to first for the out. 2 down, and the top of the order, Gilhooly, who's hitting 200 on this young season. Here's the delivery, and he swings, and that's a line drive, base hit. There goes the no-hitter. Yankees have a runner on first. 2 away, however, for Hugh High coming up. He's 1 for 5 on this very young season. Here's the delivery by Pennock. And there's a fly ball to center field. He puts it away for the out. There we go. Third inning is over. We go to the top of the fourth. 1-0 Boston. Here we go. Top of the inning. Gaynor, Lewis, and Walker to face Mogridge, who's pitched 3 innings, allowed a hit, a run. Walked 1, struck out no one. Here's his pitch to Gaynor. And there's a grounder to short. He's up with it. Throws to first for the out. 1 down. Peckinpah handled that perfectly. For Duffy Lewis, who got a hit his first time up. And it was a double in the right center field. How will Mogridge pitch him today? He's going to hit a ground ball to second. He's out at first. 2 up, 2 down for Tilly Walker. Walker 1 hit on the season, 0 for 1 today. Here's the pitch. Grounded to third. He's up with it. Over to first for the out. An easy 1-2-3 inning for the Yankees. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Still 1-0 Boston. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning, Maisel, Pip, and Baker, who just made that play at third, will face Pennock, who's pitched 3 innings, allowed 1 hit, no runs. Struck out 1, walked 1. Here's his pitch to Maisel. Ball's hit into center field. That is a base hit. Yankees get the second hit of the game for the team. They've out-hit the Red Sox 2-1, but find themselves trailing in the box score 1-0. Wally Pipp, 2 for 8 on the season, 0 for 1 today. Pennock delivers. There's a ground ball to first, going to throw to short for 1. Back to first. It is going to note back. He's not going to throw. Fielder's choice. Runner's out at second. Thought that ball was going to come back, but it didn't. Pip is now on second base with 1 out. And home run Baker, who's 1 for 6 in the season, 0 for 1 today. Here's the pitch. He swings and misses. He strikes out. 2 down for the Red Sox. McGee up. 1 for 5 on the season. Runner on first. Pennock hits a ground ball. Third baseman up with it. To first for the out. Pennock's pitch was hit to third. Throws him out at first, as I get the wording straight on that play. And after 4 innings, the Red Sox lead 1-0. This game couldn't be moving any faster. At the top of the hour, 2 o'clock on Discord for Field of Dreams, Will Toole will be broadcasting a game today, so don't forget to go back to the Field of Dreams Discord after this for that second game of, well, let's call it a doubleheader. Here in the top of the 5th inning, Gardner, Scott, and Katie due up to face Mogridge. Both pitchers having a great day. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to short. Peckinpah to first for the out. 1 down. Everett Scott, 3 for 7 on the season. He's had a good start here in New York. And he hits a ground ball to short, and he's going to boot the ball. There's not going to be a play. That is going to be an error on the New York Yankees. Scott reaches first on an error, the first error of the game. Hick Katie due up for his second at-bat of the 1917 season. The pitch, ground ball to short. Everybody's hitting it to short, going to throw to second. And they're going to get him. No play at first. Another fielder's choice. And there's 2 away here for Herb Pennock, the pitcher, who's 0 for 1. Runner Katie is on first. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit. And a diving play from the first baseman. It was a line drive catch by the first baseman. We're going to take a look at that one more time. There's the play. Good job as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still 1-0 Red Sox. Let's check the out-of-town scoreboard. Cleveland leads Detroit in the 4th, 2-1. Brooklyn over the Phillies, 5-2 in the 4th. White Sox and the Browns, no score, top of the 1st. Pittsburgh and the Cubs, no score, top of the 1st. 1-0 Cardinals over Cincinnati in the 4th. Philadelphia trailing the Senators 2-0 in the 5th. No score in Brooklyn, and there's the Cleveland-Detroit game again. That's it for the out-of-town scoreboard. Here in the bottom of the 5th, Peckinpah, Nunemaker, and Mogridge, the bottom third of the Yankee order to face Pennock. Here's the pitch. He swings and misses. That's a strikeout, 1 down. Nunemaker, no hits yet on the season. Here's the delivery. There's going to be a fly ball to center field. It is routine. Walker under it, puts it away. 2 down here in the 5th inning. And Pennock to face the pitcher, Mogridge. Here's the windup and delivery. He swings and misses. Strike 3. The side's retired. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left on base. At the end of 5, Red Sox lead 1-0. Here we go in the top of the 6th inning. Hooper up, followed by Berry and Gaynor. Hooper 0 for 1 today. Mogridge's pitch. He hits a fly ball to center field. Lots of fly balls to center field. This one is also going to be caught for the out. 1 down. Manager Jack Berry, and here's where we're going to interrupt the broadcast to tell you a little bit about Jack Berry. Jack Berry, the second baseman for the Red Sox and the manager, as I told you earlier in the broadcast, had a good career that spanned 1,223 games, over 4,000 at-bats, over 1,000 hits. He was a shortstop and second baseman, and let me tell you a little bit about him so we fill you in on his history prior to today's game. Blackjack Berry was the kind of player who was whose worth cannot be measured by statistics alone. Despite a 243 lifetime batting average, he was regarded as one of the better clutch hitters of his day. Baseball writer historian Fred Lieb wrote, all during Jack Berry's baseball career, his batting average lied. He saved his singles for vital moments when a hit was needed to win 2-1 or 3-2. Berry was an outstanding fielder who led the American League shortstops and second basemen in fielding average once each. But the only statistic that really mattered with Berry was his team's won-loss record. On that count, he did well, playing for 6 pennant winners in 11 seasons. Connie Mack recruited Berry straight from the Holy Cross campus into the Athletics lineup in July of 1908. As a rookie shortstop, he immediately meshed with another college graduate at second base, Eddie Collins. In 1909, the A's were locked in a bitter pennant race with the Tigers in a late September series that year. The Tigers literally mauled Philadelphia. Ty Cobb spiked both Berry and third baseman Frank Home Run Baker, and Detroit shortstop Donnie Bush slid into Collins' ankle so hard that it swelled to twice its normal size. The Tigers went on to win the pennant, but the young Athletics had learned what it took to win in 1910. They took the pennant by 14 and a half games over the Yankees and went on to humble the Chicago Cubs in the World Series. A year later, slick fielding John Stuffy McGinnis replaced aging Harry Davis at first base, completing what came to be known as the $100,000 infield. In today's market, 4 more zeros might be added to that price. First baseman McGinnis, second baseman Collins, and Berry would all have been strong Gold Glove Award candidates had the award been in existence at the time. Third baseman Baker was a bit awkward in the field, but more than made up for it with his powerful bat, and of course, he and Collins both went on to the Hall of Fame. The A's won the 1911 pennant easily and then defeated John McGraw's Giants in the World Series 4-2. Most of the credit for this win went to Baker and Philadelphia's excellent pitching staff, but McGraw reserved special praise for the keystone combination of Berry and Collins, claiming they were better than the Cubs' legendary duo of Tinker and Johnny Evans. One of the most successful Berry Collins maneuvers soon became standard. Whenever a double steal was attempted with runners on first and third, the man not covering a base would head for the middle of the infield. If the runner on third made a move towards home, the throw could be cut off and returned to the catcher for a tag. If the runner stayed on third, the throw was allowed to go through in order to nail the runner coming from first. Berry had his best season at bat in 1913, hitting .275 with 85 RBIs as the A's won the pennant. They then bested McGraw's Giants in the World Series. Once again, another pennant followed in 14, but the Miracle Braves shocked Philadelphia in the World Series. And I think that's where I'm going to stop, because after that, he joined the Federal League was formed, and there's a little information about the Federal League, but we're going to pass. We're going to stop there. There's a little background on Berry, and let's get back to the game. Berry steps into the batter's box. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Picks it up. Throws to first. And we have 2 down. Here in the top of the 6th inning, Del Gainer facing Mogridge. The pitch. Fly ball into right center field, and a sliding catch by the center fielder. Great play by the Yankees' McGee. But let's take one more look at that one. There's the play. He slides and makes the catch. Here we go. Bottom of the 6th. Top of the order, Gahuli High and Maisel to face Boston's Pennock. The pitch. Ground ball to first, takes it to the bag himself, 1 down. Pennock now facing U High. And there's a ground ball to second. He's up with it over to first. 2 up, 2 down as this quick-moving game has 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Only 3 hits in the game. 1 error for the Yankees. Pennock delivers. Grounded to short. To first, 1, 2, 3. We head to the top of the 7th. Still 1-0 Boston. Boston has 1 hit today. However, they have the only thing that really counts on the scoreboard, 1 run. The Yankees have doubled up the hits. They only have 2. Mogridge to face Lewis, Walker, and Gardner. The pitch. There's a line drive into left center field. That one gets down, going to get all the way to the wall, hits off the wall, rolls out into center field, into third base, sliding with a triple. Is Duffy Lewis. He is on third base now with nobody out. Red Sox threatening to get an insurance run here as Tilly Walker 0 for 2 on the day steps in. Here's the pitch. And there is a fly ball in the center field. Center fielder puts it away. Here comes Hooper. Here comes the throw. He doesn't even need to slide. He scores standing up. Red Sox lead 2-0. Dead ball baseball at its best, a hit and a sacrifice. Gardner today is 0 for 1, 1 for 9 on the young season. Mogridge's pitch is a fly ball into right center field. It will drop in front of the center fielder who picks it up on a hop, throws it in. Red Sox get their 3rd hit, 2nd of the inning. And Everett Scott, 3 for 8. Here's the pitch, runner on first. And there's a fly ball to center field. Lots of fly balls to center field today. He's going to be out. 2 down, runner still at first is Gardner for Hick Katie. The pitch. Ground ball to short. He's going to boot that one. Is this going to be the 2nd error? Let's see what happens in the scoreboard. It is. It is an error charged to the shortstop, his 2nd error of the day, and puts runners on first and second for the pinch hitter, Jimmy Walsh, who comes in to pinch hit for Pennock here in inning number 7. Mogridge delivers. There's a ball hit up the middle. That's going to be into center field for a base hit. Runners rounding third. The throw is coming home. He slides. He is safe. The 2nd run of the inning. And the Red Sox are in great shape now, a 3-0 lead. Runners on first and second as the pinch hitter came through. Mogridge with runners on first and second. Delivers. Pops it up. It's going to drop in front of the left fielder. Rounding third. Here comes a throw to the plate. He's going to be out by a mile. Here we go to entering the bottom of the 7th inning. Red Sox now lead 3-0. And we have Sam Jones coming into pitch, his first appearance of the season. Jones, a right-handed pitcher. He will be facing the heart of the Yankees order, Pip, Baker, and McGee. Pip 0 for 2 on the day. Jones delivers. He swings and strikes out. One down. Baker also 0 for 2 on the day. Here's Jones' delivery. There is a base hit in the center field. Yankees are in business with one down, runner on first, and Lee McGee 0 for 2. Baker on first. Jones gets his sign, checks the runner. Ground ball to second, short for 1. It's going to be back to first. That's going to be a double play. That's going to end the inning, and the Red Sox go to the top of the 8th, still leading 3-0. Moving right along, 8 hits in the game, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Red Sox, no runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for the Yankees. Mogridge to face Jack Berry, who is also the manager and the subject of today's biographical reading. Thank you very much to everyone who sat and listened, because I find that interesting story. Here's the pitch to Berry. He's going to hit a ground ball to short. He's going to be out by a mile at first. 1 up, 1 down. Del Gainer 0 for 3 on the day, 0 for 3 on the season. Mogridge, who's pitched all the way, delivers. There's a fly ball in the right field. In comes the right fielder for the Yankees, and he puts it away. Gilhooly throws it in. Batting third, Lewis. Lewis 2 for 3 in today's game. The spark plug for the offense is Mogridge's pitch. That ball is hit deep into left field. That ball is caught just in the foul territory. We head to the bottom of the 8th, 3-0 Red Sox. Jones on the mound for his second inning of relief. He will face the bottom third, Peckinpah, Nunamaker, and most likely a pinch hitter for the pitcher Mogridge. Jones' delivery to Peckinpah. He swings. And it's a line drive in a right center field. That's going to get down, and it's going to reach the wall. Walker throws it in. Runner will be on second base. A leadoff double for the Yankees. And they have a runner in scoring position with nobody out for Nunamaker, who's 0 for 2 on the day, 0 for 6 on the season. Jones gets the sign, checks the runner, delivers. That ball is hit into center field. Walker puts it away. The runner has to return to second. Peckinpah still in scoring position in second base. Tim Hendricks, the pinch hitter for the Yankees, stepping in. He's 0 for 1 on the season, which would indicate he's pinch hit before. Here's the pitch. And he walks him on 4 pitches. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Gilhooly is the tying run, who's stepping into the left side of the batter's box. 1 for 2 on the day, 2 for 7 on the season. Jones delivers. And there's a fly ball to left. The left fielder puts it away fairly deep for the second out of the inning. And the Red Sox, Jones breathes a little easier as he still has runners on first and second, only having to deal with the number 2 hitter, Hugh High, who's 0 for 2, 1 for 7 this season. Here's the pitch. And he's going to walk him on a 3-1 pitch. He's loaded the bases, put the tying run on first. How long will the Red Sox stick with him? Let's see. They're going to stick with him here as pinch hitter Elmer Miller, who's 1 for 2 on the season, batting from the right side. Here's Jones's pitch. Ground ball to short. throw to second the short way. They get the force out at second to get out of the inning. Squeeze out of that jam. The Yankees are going to leave 3 runners on, and at the end of 8 innings, it's 3-0 Boston. We go to the top of the 5th. Here we are, top of the 5th inning. This game has taken a brisk 35 minutes. It's one of the quicker games I've played. There's only been 9 hits, 5 by Boston, 4 by New York, 3 runs for Boston. Walker, Gardner, and Scott to face the new pitcher, Love. His Slim Love, quite a name, left-hander. This is his first appearance of the season. Walker hits it to third. He's up with it on the first, 1 away, top of the 9th. Gardner 1 for 2, 2 for 10 on the season. Love delivers. There's a swing and a fly ball in the right. That's going to be put out. 2 up, 2 down. Scott Everett 0 for 2, 3 for 9 this season and in the series. Here's the pitch. Grounded to second. He's up with it over to first. Pip tags the bag for the out. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Red Sox lead 3-0. Jones still on the mound. He's pitched 2 innings, allowed 2 hits, struck out 1. He has been a little wild. He has walked 2 batters. We'll face Pip, Baker, and McGee once again, the heart of the Yankee order. Jones delivers. There's a fly ball deep to right field. That ball is bouncing around. It is bouncing around in right field. The right field is having a hard time getting the ball. The runner is rounding third. He's heading for home. Here comes the throw, and he slides, and he's going to be safe with an inside the park home run. The Red Sox, however, still lead 3-1, and that is not the way the Red Sox envisioned the bottom of the 9th to start. Inside home run for Wally Pipp, and it doesn't get any easier for Jones as Frank Baker steps in, 2 for 8 on the season. Jones delivers. Ground ball to short. Scott backhands it across the diamond, going to get the out. 1 down here in the Yankees' half of the 9th. Jones to face a pinch hitter, Joe Gideon. He has not appeared in a game yet this season. The pitch. Line drive right at the second baseman. Barry puts it away for the out. 2 outs. Yankees down to their last out. 3-1. They trail. Peckinpah up. Peckinpah's 1 for 3 on the day, 2 for 10 on the season. Here's the pitch by Jones. He swings. That ball is hit in the right field, and this game's not over yet. That is a base hit. Yankees with their 6th hit of the day. They are now out hitting the Red Sox 6-5, but once again trail in the all-important runs, 3-1. Nunemaker, yet to get a hit this season, stepping into the batter's box on the right side to face Jones. Jones today's pitched 2 2/3 innings, allowed 4 hits. Struck out 1, walked 2. He delivers to Nunemaker. There is a ground ball to second. Barry up with it to first. This game is over. The Red Sox win 3-1. As the Red Sox come out onto the field to greet their teammates. The Red Sox take the rubber match of this 3-game opening series at the Polo Grounds, 3-1, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Red Sox, 1-6-2 for the Yankees. In a low-scoring contest, Boston pitcher Herb Pennock was marvelous, enabling his team to nab a 3-1 win. Pennock, the winner, moves to 1-0. He threw 6 innings of 2-hit ball while fanning 4 and giving up 1 walk. Earning his first save for Boston was Sam Jones. The Red Sox had to work out of trouble in the bottom of the 9th. The score was 3-1. Boston with no one out. New York, with the bases empty, was mounting a threat I don't know how they mount a threat with the bases empty, but that's what it says. Frank Baker dug in at the plate, but on a 1-0 fastball, he grounded out. The loss drops the Yankees to 1-2. Duffy Lewis, 2 for 4 in the game, is the highlight of the Red Sox box score. And 2 for 4 was Peckinpah. Let's leave this game, finish today's games. We have now moved to the 15th, so let's go and take a look at the box scores for today. We'll go back to the 14th. In the first game that you just saw, the Red Sox defeat the Yankees 3-1. Cleveland, they are not the Guardians, I got to change that, defeated the Tigers 4-2. In 10 innings, the Philadelphia A's defeated the Senators 3-2, and the White Sox crush the St. Louis Browns 10-0. In the National League, the Phillies lose to Brooklyn at home. Brooklyn was at home. They defeat the Phillies 9-2. The Giants lose to the Braves in Boston 3-2. Cincinnati defeats St. Louis at home 7-2. And finally, the last game of the day, the Chicago Cubs defeat the Pittsburgh Pirates 5-1. We glance quickly at the standings. There's not much to see. The season just started. As you see, 4 teams at 2-1, Washington Senators, Browns, Red Sox, and Cleveland. In the National League, 1 team is undefeated, the Boston Braves 2-0, Cincinnati 3-1, and those are the only teams above 500. I want to thank everybody for coming into today's game. I appreciate it. And as I glance at the clock here, we've got 15 minutes to get back to Discord and watch Will Toole's game on the Discord channel for Field of Dreams. I want to thank everybody for coming by. Beatles Eternally, as always, thank you very much. And for those people listening, if it wasn't for Beatles Eternally, I would not be playing dead ball baseball. And I can tell you, dead ball, for me, is the most fun of any era in baseball. Thanks for Dwayne March to come by. Thank you very much, Dwayne. Everybody, don't forget to listen to Dwayne's APA Master Game Replays and his NASCAR Red, White, and Blue play broadcasts on the Dwayne March YouTube network. They're very good. Anyway, it's Sunday today. I hope everyone has a wonderful Sunday, a great end of your weekend. And we'll be catching you all for a game later this week. I believe it's Thursday, but I'll double check for my 1949 Red Sox replay. We're going to start of that season. The 1949 Red Sox will be using PC Replay Baseball for that one, similar to the 50 replay I did last year using PC Replay Baseball. Once again, thank you all very much for coming by, and we'll see you again soon. Have a wonderful day, everyone.